And in this next one, man, we got a really interesting fight right here. Thiago Moises taking on Trey Ogden. And both these guys have something to prove coming into this fight. Because Thiago Moises kind of only been able to get wins against debuting guys, short notice guys recently. And his losses, he has been fighting stiff competition. But obviously, he hasn't really been that competitive. Like, kind of got beat up by Benoit Saint Denis. Had another bad loss against Ludovic Klein, so he needs to have a good performance in this one against Trey Ogden and prove that he could still beat, mid-tier UFC level competition, maybe get back in that top 15 mix. For Trey Ogden, this is kind of a prove-it fight for him where he's on a good streak right now. He's beaten 3 guys in a row, but none of those fighters are Thiago Moises or at Thiago Moises' level. And we're going to see if Ogden kind of get over that hump, beat a fighter that's just outside the top 15, and get a big-time matchup at 35. Trey Ogden needs this win to kind of validate himself. So it's a fight where Moises has to win to kind of stick around where he is now and maybe get another chance to move up. And for Ogden, this is the fight that his whole streak is built on. If he can beat Thiago Moises, he's probably going to get a top 15 matchup, or at least someone that's like another Thiago Moises level opponent. So ultimately, though, I think this is a good fight for Moises style-wise. I mean, on the feet, he has really good counters. He's kind of one of these fighters where you can get him to plant his feet and just wing punches, and I think that's why he can get shoved against the cage, or he can get a little bit wild and overwhelmed in certain fights. But I don't think that Trey Ogden is going to want to exchange with him, and I don't think that Trey Ogden is going to be able to stick on the outside because Moises is the better kicker. I see Moises getting in on those leg kicks, landing body kicks, and Ogden I don't think is going to be able to use the jab and just move. So recently Ogden's been using his wrestling really well, timing takedowns, taking the back, controlling, grinding guys out, and I just don't see him being able to do that with Thiago Moises, though. I think Thiago Moises, even if he's taken down, is going to be able to use his leg attacks or some submission attempts to get back up to his feet, make it a striking fight again. And I just don't think that Trey Ogden is going to backpack him like he did Mota or Loic Zabov. I think that Thiago Moises is too polished for that. He's going to be able to defend the majority of the takedowns, probably keep it standing, beat Trey Ogden up on the feet, keep him moving backwards, kind of low volume, win the optics battle. And I think that if he gets on top of Trey Ogden, he could finish. So Moises, for me, is the prediction here. I get the Trey Ogden love just because of the way both guys have been looking recently. But I just don't think Trey Ogden is going to be able to use the game plan that he has against these other opponents to beat someone like Thiago Moises. So Thiago Moises is the prediction for me in this fight.